Hey guys, welcome to Neku Plays the Stanley Parable. As soon as this game was available on Steam, I wanted to play it, and now I'm going to play it, so let's go. I've played the demo of this and it looks absolutely amazing, so I'm hoping that it doesn't disappoint. So let's see what it has to offer. Lot of loading screen.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
That's my lucky
Employee
number.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month
Type's really
of
strange.
every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Ooh.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, we're gonna have to do what it says now, right? Can I just... Okay. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, that's right. Mr. Memo, right? Don't you close on me, door. Door closed, isn't it? No. Okay. Ooh. Can you go in there? No, okay. Okay, just looking around the office. Just looking around. Don't worry. Everybody hates Mondays, guy. Everybody. Ooh. Leaf painting. Oh, I thought that was a train. Oh, it is a train. Is it a train? Oh, everyone loves trains.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That's my left, right? This is my left. Screw you. I'm going in the door on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to admire the lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I want some coffee. Take some coffee, please. What's his hand in the mug? Coffee, no.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at
there's
these
a train
chairs
picture
and some
again.
paintings. Really worth it.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh damn! I want to go that way. Oh, 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 oh! Please, sir. Okay, let's listen
And
to
so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But that looks awesome. Now, do we go this way? Oh, that goes back to that goes to an office. No, no. Okay, I'm going to the office. I'm going to the office. I don't feel safe.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I didn't read all the tips for not getting fired. Damn. How am I going to not get fired? How to solve it? Oh. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on the text. This will ensure everyone is unique. You must have. Oh my God! Look at. Oh my God! This is golden. This is golden. Let's just have a quick read. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Chris, get out of the broom closet. Where you is? Oh, what's in here? Meeting schedule. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Okay. Smiley face is a smiley face there. Everyone likes a smiley face. Oh, there are patch ups. Please no more Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go to the boss's room. Chris!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Where's Chris? Chris was at. Oh, gotta take that off on the list, man. Oh, let me in. We got Chris out of the broom closet. Target achieved. That's everything, right?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But what's downstairs? Oh, I'm going downstairs. Yeah, downstairs. Car.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
This is weird.
At last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
I'm dreaming.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job.
God damn it.
He wasn't crazy
This
after all.
narrator's doing my job for me.
He
It's
thought
awesome.
to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Round in
I
circles.
may as
Give me a
well
drink.
enjoy this
Thirsty.
while I'm still lucid.
Oh my
So,
God, I'm freaking
he
out, I'm freaking
imagined
out, I'm freaking out, I'm
himself
freaking out, I'm
flying
freaking
and
out, I'm
began
freaking
to
out.
gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
One starfield.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Does that make it self-aware?
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's
Really like
asleep,
that
he
painting
doesn't
guy.
have to take responsibility
nice.
for himself?
I've just seen
Stanley
it
is as
freaking
awake right
30th
now
time now
as
or
he's ever
something.
been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock
In the
to
car.
Stanley.
I want out.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Elevator, elevator.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
How?
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
Oh,
The
it feels
press of
good. I
the
love that
mattress on
blanket.
his back.
Oh, that mattress.
The fresh air of a world outside
Oh, it's
this
got a
one.
feather pillow. Did you know? Feather pillows
Let
are awesome.
me wake up, he thought to himself.
Yeah, come on.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Yep.
Let
It's
me
all
go
over.
back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
The button sounds
I want my
terrible,
apartment
but
and my wife and my job.
it's got a wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
I'm not going to judge, but
My life is normal.
she should really
I
have a
am
stable
normal.
relationship with the guy who presses the buttons all
Everything
day,
will be fine.
and he's fine with that.
I am okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Dagnabbit!
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell
Red.
me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Red!
And everything went black.
Oh. Oh, jeez.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
I'm dead.
Everyone
I
knows
killed
what
myself.
crazy people look like.
I fell down
And
on the
that
floor in the middle of
moment,
the street.
She thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then
don't
she
just
remembered
stand
the
there
meeting she had scheduled
face
for
palming.
that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time
failed.
for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the
It's
body.
the only moment. She's been here for like
and
5
then she
minutes
turned
now.
and ran.
What the heck was that? The end is never the end. It is loading though. Okay. 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 Yeah. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I'll try again next time. This time we will not die in a crazy fit on the street. Oh, look at those trains, look at the trains. See you next time. Peace.